Hi my faves, I come back. Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to Vlogmas episode 4. And if it's your first time here, you are tuning into our home and you're asking yourself, who is this personality? My name is Thabang. I am also on Instagram by the name of Thabang_. To my number ones, to my VIPs, to my returning subscribers, thank you for always supporting this channel. I see all your efforts, my darling. I am because of you. I would like to welcome all the new faves into our home. Hope you enjoy and stay forever. So my faves, today it's a Tuesday afternoon. We don't have anything to do, so I just thought I should come in here, my faves, and just greet you and open this vlog here for today. So today, my faves, we don't have anything, literally we don't have anything to do. So I just thought maybe, what can we do? Do we go MIA and we don't upload or we don't post? I was like, for the love that I have for you guys and this channel, let us just try to come up with something. I loved what one of you faves said in the previous vlogs comments, and they were like, my fave, sometimes you needn't to stress yourself about content if you don't have anything to do, because it's a reality. There's absolutely nothing that we can do. Just pick up your camera and talk to us. Those that genuinely love you will listen to you and they will listen attentively. So my fave, I was like, oh, so I've got the visa to talk. Why not? I've got my wine, I've got my glass, I've got my camera. So let us rather incorporate talking with cooking. So my faves, we're gonna be doing a lot of talking today and cooking as well, my faves. So I want to cook with you while we are talking, just having a chillaxed time, just relaxing and just having a good time, my faves. But first thing is first. First thing is first, my faves. Whomst the boy? I'm the boy. I've got the visa to talk. Why not? So my faves, wait, one thing about this channel, it's also helping me to heal. Most of the things that I talk about, or most of the stuff that I talk about here on this channel, nobody knows about them. It's only my close family and Funu who knows what really happened in my life. So this channel is also helping me to heal, because the more you talk, the more you heal. My faves, you know that I've been through a lot in my life, but we don't want to dwell on that, because we need to move forward. We need to face life and its new challenges. But every now and again, you need to go back and just reflect and just motivate and inspire people who would be going through the same thing that I went through, my faves. So today I want to tell you guys a story about how I got a job and lost it in 2 days. Hope you guys are still doing good. Hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas as much as I do. My faves, remember that this week I'm preparing for the unveiling. Unveiling is on Saturday on the 16th. So yesterday my sister and I met up to do grocery so we just added some of the things that I didn't buy the last time when I went shopping for the unveiling. My faves, let me just quickly show you what I got, the ingredients. What ingredients I got for our meal today. It's just a hearty meal, my fave, your Sunday meal that we're gonna be preparing today. But because we didn't have all the ingredients, let me just quickly show you what I got. Because we're gonna be making a beef stew. Let me tell you something about my fave. I don't really like beef stew, but we bless the Lord. So I got this barking mango acha. I'm gonna be preparing that chakalaka. The last time that I prepared at my sister's bride, you remember when we were having a bride for my sister's birthday. So I'm gonna be preparing that as well, but this time I'm gonna be using this kind of acha. My faves, for that chakalaka, Paco Acha is the best one. If you don't get Paco Acha, you can try vegetable acha. It's also good. That time I used that acha because I had forgotten that we need to use the vegetable acha or the Paco. So I got this vegetable acha carrots. Ooh, but on Pick and Pay, it gave me your normal acha and I ordered vegetable acha. But it's fine, not a problem. You got your robot packers, spinach, because we're gonna be attempting to try making the creamy spinach. And then last but not least, I got the cucumber and the pumpkin. This cucumber, we're gonna be doing it with, mixing it together with the chakalaka. So
you say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me. to put on, but all I know is how to.
Oh, my faves. So the meat is on the stove, it's simmering. After you've mixed all your spices and your tomato and onion mix, just let it simmer so that it can be tender and moist. My faves, hey, it was 220. My faves, I can't remember the years correctly, but it was just before the APM story and the Metropolis story. So this was the first one that I went through, my faves. Hey, so I applied for a job, right? I applied for a job like a normal person who applies for work. So I come across this employment, but the basic salary it's 8.5. I was like, 8.5 for a person who's never worked before. This can do for me. So basically the work was for an administrator. The company, it was a tracing company, but they owe debts, and then they are no longer reachable. So that company would trace them so that Badi Koloto would be able to reach them. Like when you change your number, let's say you owe Vodacom, then you change your number and then they no longer get hold of you. So there's a company that tracks what number are you using, the new number that you are using. They track that number so that they'll be able to get in hold of you to make arrangement for your debts, right? So it was that company and I was the administrator. The post was for an administrator. I was like, child, I'm applying for this one. I applied. By the grace of God, they called me for an interview. When they called me for an interview, it was in Grasfontein, just after Main Lane. Grasfontein, I went there. I still remember the street name, Jacqueline Street. Is it yes, Jacqueline Street in Grasfontein. If you are from Grasfontein, you would know. Mufu. I applied. I went there, my faves. I went for an interview. When I went for an interview, I remember I was being interviewed by 3 people. Bianca, the manager, and the 2 other guys. I can't remember their names, but I still remember the lady. It was Bianca because she was the manager. Because you know me, I'm very outspoken. I know how to sell myself, my fave. I sold myself. Yeah, I can do this. I can do that. They were so amazed. What kind of a person, what kind of a child is this one? My fave, the interview went well. They explained to me what happens in the workplace, the kind of job that I'll be doing and whatnot. Should I be successful? Should I be a successful candidate? All right, sharp. And then I was done with my interview. But as soon as gate, Bianca called me. Thabang, please come. Can you please come just sit here so that we get finished with these candidates and then we'll address you. My babes, I'm done with my interview. When I was about to leave, the manager calls me back and tells me to wait for them for the interview. I was like, child, this is a sign. This is a good sign. My conscience was like, Thabang, you got this one. You've got this one in the bag. They were finished. And indeed, my conscience was correct. My gut feeling was correct that I've got this one in the bag, my face. It was a very classy office because it was a new office branch in Grasfontein. Everything was new. The computers were new. The furniture were new. They showed us the cubicles where we're going to work. You've got your workstation, your computer, your laptop, your phone. Goribona, the office work, you know my thing. Bianca was like, come Thabang. And then indeed, Conscience was correct. Thabang, we loved you. Would like you to join our company. All these candidates that we've interviewed today, you came as one of the best. I was like, I got a job. Remember my faves, I matriculated in 2010. right? I matriculated. It was 2012. Yes, it was 2012, my faves, because I didn't go to school immediately. You remember I said that I went to school, but I couldn't finish. I didn't go to school first. Immediately, I was looking for a job, and then fast forward to 2012. It's now the year I'm talking about in terms of this job. I got the job. Thank you so much, Bianca. Hey, Nandi. So this is your workstation and whatnot. Your contract will be ready tomorrow. I remember it was on a Tuesday. Your contract will be ready tomorrow on a Wednesday. So when would you like to start? Are you starting now to give you an orientation just to see how the things work and whatnot, or you start officially tomorrow, which is a Wednesday? I was like, Bianca, I'm starting now. Why not? Okay, it's fine. You can start. They showed me the ropes. They showed me what was going to be happening. But now, because it was still a new branch and whatnot, the servers and the networks were not completed and so forth. My faves, it's fine. I knocked off. I went home. I told my family about the good news. My faves, can you imagine a person who's never worked in their life getting that phone call for an interview and then being hired on the spot? Can you imagine the excitement that I was in? I was over the moon. My faves, I went back home. Mind you, the money that I used for transport, my mom had borrowed the money for me to go to the interview. Right? Woo, my meat. Let me just put it on low because I want it to simmer. Let me put it on, because it was on 4. Let me put it on 3. Okay. I went home. Hey, I told them the good news. I got a job. Hey, I'm an administrator for this so company in Grasfontein. So Ma was like, okay, now that you've got a job, you need more money for the whole month, for your transport fees for the whole month. My mom made a plan again. She borrowed the money again for me to be able to commute to work. To and from. Okay, that was fine. It was sorted. I went back to work the following day. When I got to work, they showed us the ropes. Now the system was working perfectly fine. The network was okay. The phone lines were working. And then they allocated me my cubicle, my workstation. My faves. Yeah, I remember going to my workstation. I got a job. Going to my workstation. I swinged with the chair. Oh God, thank you so much for this opportunity. I called my sister. Hey, I still remember the day as if it happened yesterday when I picked up my work phone, my 012 code, and called my sister. Hey, you're calling me with an office line. I was like, whom's am I? I'm the boy. My faves, I didn't know the worst is still coming. I didn't know that the worst is still coming. Can one person be so unfortunate in life? Can one person have so many adversity all around? Kanako A1. Hi. It's fine. I didn't anticipate that. It was fine. Sharp. Hey, I'm happy. Yo, miracle, Jani. Hanged up the call. It was Wednesday, right? It's fine. We worked. We were in training and whatnot. They showed me everything. They took 5 of us. Everything. Fast forward. Now it was a Thursday. Thursday came. We went to work again. When we got at work, the owner of the company was there. It was a somber moment. It was a very sad atmosphere. When I walked through that office, I could feel that there's something wrong in the atmosphere. My faves, you can feel energy. When the energy is not good, you can feel it. It's fine. It was in the morning, went to work, went to my workstation, but I could feel that the energy in this office is heavy. What's going on? something in my mind is telling me that, oh child, here comes trouble, here comes trouble, here comes trouble. Bianca called me. Thabang, can you please follow me? We're going to have a little chat in my office together with the boss. I was like, oh, okay. Now maybe in my mind I'm thinking that the boss just wants to welcome us and tell us the policies, the regulations on how we must conduct ourselves and whatnot. Gandim. That was not the case, my faves. That was not the case. I went into the office. When I got to the office, the boss was like, Thabang, my guys, the people that interviewed you, the panel that interviewed you guys, didn't follow the correct procedure, didn't follow the correct protocol. You were not supposed to be hired first. You were supposed to be given training first. After training, you go and write a test. When you pass the test, that's when you get the job. That's my heart racing. I'm thinking so many things in my mind. Oh my goodness. Test. I'm starting to panic. And here's the worst part of it, my face. It was on a Thursday, right? They tell me that you need to go and write the test tomorrow, which is on a Friday. Tomorrow, they gave me a book like this, a study manual of this magnitude of this, and you need to know each and every chapter in that book because you're going to write about it tomorrow. I was like, Bianca, this is not fair. This is not fair. And they admitted their barking. Who flies, my faves? Who didn't see fire? They admitted their wrongdoings, that they didn't follow the correct procedure, they didn't follow the correct protocol. But at that moment, I was like, you know what? It's fine. You can give me the book. We'll study, and then we'll just see tomorrow what happens. My faves. I'm in my thoughts now. I can't even think straight. What if I pass? But something in me tells me to be positive. Something in me tells me that God has got your back. Just cram this study manual and just do your best tomorrow. I'm talking alone. I'm at my workstation. I can't even concentrate. This meat is burning. Ooh-wee. Let me just put it onto my face, so that I can give it, and then just continue and then wrap up my face. Something in me tells me to be positive. Thabang, stay positive. God has got your back. God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. I've got this. I'm gonna cram this study manual, and tomorrow I'm gonna do my best. Mind you, I don't know anything about that position. I don't know their policies. I don't know their regulations. I don't know anything. I was interviewed and hired on the spot. I knew nothing, my faves. We were supposed to be given a training first. So that week that we went, from Tuesday up until, it was supposed to be training. And then after training, 3 days training, after training, you go to write a test. It's fine, my fave. I went back home. I started crying. Whoo, my child. I started crying. I come far with crying, my faves. I was telling one of the faves in the comment section that my middle name, back then it was Sillo. I'm not trying to be funny or anything of that sort. Their names Sillo. But it was, my second name was Sillo because I was always crying. I cried, my face. I cried tears. I remember the walk of shame that I did from the taxi stop sign, from the taxi, where the taxi dropped me off, and going back home. Same thing that happened with that my municipality thing, that walk of shame, when they told me that I don't qualify for the leadership. Same thing happened. It was repeating itself. Walk of shame. I went into the house. I told Ma, this is what is happening. I have to study for this because now, akuhlangani. we need to be trained first and write the test. Okay, it's fine. I tried to cram. My faves, that book was so much, I gave up. I remember just giving up studying that thing. I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. If I get that job, if God wants me to be there, He'll make a plan for me. I fast forward to Friday the following day. We are writing at a different venue. We went to work, and then they transported us to a different venue. Oh, it was, we wrote in a different venue because all the branches were there. People who got hired, people who were new in that company, we all went there to write, and then they were going to place us in different branches, but now it was Grasfontein branch. Yeah, now I remember. My faves, it's a long time, 2012. It's a very long time, but I can still remember it. My faves, Moldy Mo. Now I remember. I remember we were many in that hall. We were about 40 of us. We wrote. It was an hour test. We wrote. I know nothing about that question paper. My faves, Gem. It was so difficult. I remember just trying to calm myself down. Thabang, calm down. You've got this. If God wants you to be here, He'll make a plan for you. I wrote, submitted. After 1 hour has passed now, they mark. They even prepared lunch. We ate while they are marking. I didn't even have appetite, my faves. I just wanted to hear my fate. Did I get this job or not? 8.5 basic salary for a person who's never worked before. This can go a long way for me. All right. Lunch was over. They were done marking. They called us back into the hall. They said that there are people who passed and there are people who failed, obviously. And you know that drill. If you failed, you didn't get the job. If you passed, congratulations. You are starting with your role as soon as possible. If we call out your name, please stand up. Zbanibai, called. Stand up. Called, stand up, called, stood up, called. Thabang. I stood up. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chin up. I'm gonna have that confidence that if I didn't even if I didn't get this job, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Something better will come. Stood up. Thabang. Bamang stood up. Whew. Guys, thank you so much for participating in this thingy, and thank you so much for availing yourself to come and write the test for this position and that and this and this and that. Unfortunately, you didn't make it. I did this literally. Remember, my mom borrowed money. Ukadimile chelete, thinking that month end, when I get paid my 8.5, I'm gonna take back the money and bupelo butswele pele. I didn't make it, my faves. They said, unfortunately, you didn't pass the test, so this is the end of the road for you. I looked at Bianca because she was also there. I looked at Bianca. Bianca did this. Bianca was so sad on our behalf. From the 5 of... How many were we? 5. From the 5 of us, they only took 3. Yes, because it was not a big office. Yes, they took 3. They took 3 and then 2 failed. Me and the other lady. We failed, my faves. Kasisa Miyoho. But I tried to hold back my tears because I didn't want to make it seem obvious that I'm crying. I held back my tears. I waited for them to finish. And when they finished, I went to Bianca. Bianca said, Thabang, I am so sorry. I don't know how we did this, but it is beyond our control. I will try to make a plan for you, but really from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. I was like, it's okay, Bianca, it's not a problem. Although it's your fault because you didn't follow the right procedure, there's absolutely nothing that we can do. I didn't make it. Took my backpack. Child, I'm even remembering Zahara's Ndiza, Destiny, and Umthwalo Wam. Those 3 songs. May Zahara's soul rest in peace, guys. I am so shattered by the passing of our songbird Zahara. I am so sad. Like, I couldn't believe it when we heard the news yesterday, my faves. But Zahara's songs, those 3 songs, they kept me going. But more specifically, Destiny, when it says, everything may be too slow on me, and everything may be... what does it say? And everything may be rushing on me, and everything may be too slow on me. While we here holding it down, I will be here holding it down because only God knows my destiny. That song kept me going. And Ndiza ubuya ndikuphathele inhliziyo yami. Hey, there's a part that says, when the sun rises and then when the sun sets, to me it's the same. Nakum kuyafana. Yo, my faves. I went back home, told my mom the bad news. We were all shattered. We were all so devastated about those news. But that's how, my faves, I got a job and instantly lost it, my faves. So I just wanted to share with you, my faves. This is my journey that I'm sharing with you, my faves. This is a real life things that happened to me, my faves. This is my reality. And if my reality is going to help someone out there to pick themselves up, to be motivated and to be inspired, my faves, I will continue sharing my life stories with you. It's real life stories, but it's all in the past now, my faves, and we are, the future is looking bright, but yeah. So let us continue cooking, my faves, and then just having myself a glass of wine. So my faves, I am done cooking, so I thought I should come here and close off this vlog here, my faves. If you are watching this part, it means that you've been with us from the very beginning up until here, and for that, thank you so much, my faves. I really appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. If you have, thank you so much, my faves. Until next time, bye for now.